Welcome to the Mundus Fractura Lore Guide. This week on Lore Guide, we will take a deeper look at the skies of Mundus Fractura. Let's start with the most prominent feature in the sky of Mundus, its impressive ring system. This semi-transparent disk is known by many names by the peoples of the planet. The Old Alliance called it the Sen-Nari, the Dwarves the Celestial Wall, or the Battlement of the Gods. The Quarry call it the Great Hedgerow, and the Gelatinous Cubes call it. Well, I can't pronounce it without having first ripped out my own tongue. That said, I will standardize for the sake of brevity and use the naming conventions of the Old Alliance going forward, as they are the most widely used of all the nomenclature on the planet. The Sen-Nari is a beautiful, translucent plane in excess of 17,000 kilometers wide, or some 66,000 kilometers in total diameter. It is divided into 6 distinct colored rings of varying widths. The first 3 further sections from the planet have the most striking color variation and are the most translucent. They are collectively known as the hue. The largest and first of them is a pale aqua or teal. Its next neighbor inwards towards the planet is a deep copper, and the closest and smallest of the 3 is a beautiful forest green. It is at this point the first ring gap appears. In it travels a small moonlet known as the Wolf. Inward from the Wolf, and the smallest of all the rings, a narrow grey-blue band that separates the Wolf's path from 4 tightly packed and oddly spaced moonlets known as the Sheep. Inwards from the Sheep, a broad olive ring, known as the Meadow, separates Sheep from the final and largest moonlet, known as the Shepherd. Lastly, in from the Shepherd, the closest ring, a thick band of deepest residuum green, known as the Giver, so named as the bulk of the material which crashes down to the planet's surface comes from this band. The next most striking object appears only in the night sky of Mundus. It is a feature the elves have long called Ithil Lumi, meaning the moon cloud or the lunar nebula in the common tongue. Roughly the size of Earth's moon, somehow this great nebulous astral cloud tracks a mirror opposite path to the planet's sun, Stjana. Ithil Lumi is by far the brightest feature in the night sky and is thought to be the remnants of a great nebula. But by a modern understanding of astronomy, the phenomenon makes no sense. The impressive level of luminosity is a further point of mystery. The structure casts a light on the planet equal to that of a full moon here on Earth, but it happens each and every night. I'm sure that if such a bizarre anomaly occurred here on our world, the scientific community would strive for answers. But on a world such as Mundus Fractura, where mountains touch the edge of space, the powers of the cosmos twist reality, and the dead can choose life, I suppose a little night light in the sky is the least of concerns. The Lumi light causes a unique and strange pattern in the day-night cycle of the planet, where here on Earth we have 3 stages of twilight before true night, those stages being civil, nautical, and astronomical, and then the reverse at dawn. On Mundus, there are 6 stages: civil, nautical, and astronomical, then a period of true night, followed by the cycle of Ithil Lumi, known as Veil, Night Blue, and Silver Dawn, or Dusk. There is then a period known as an Infra's Day, so known as it is a common time for the fringe world dwellers of Mundus Infras to come to the surface world to trade. Then, as it is on Earth, the cycle happens again, but in reverse. Nights on Mundus are viewed as 3 distinct phases. Early night, which lasts from 1 to 3 hours depending on the time of year. Infra's Day, which lasts from 6 to 8 hours, and late night, which again lasts from 1 to 3 hours. That is all for this time. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for future Lore Guide shorts, and thank you for listening. Goodbye for now.